The EA Sports Golf Preview is brought to you by Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12, The Masters, your very own tee time at Augusta National. We welcome you back to the EA Sports Golf Preview Show. In addition to Augusta National and its par 3 course, there are 14 other courses you can play in Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12, The Masters. One of them is Royal Melbourne, which is Australia's oldest and most prestigious golf club. In 2011, it will host the President's Cup, which features the best American golfers against a very competitive international team. This biannual competition is more proof of the game's worldwide appeal. Here now are the Golf Digest and Golf World panelists with some final thoughts about the globalization of the game.
I did a trip earlier this year where I went to Abu Dhabi and Bahrain and Dubai, where there are European tour stops. And one of the things that struck me when I was there was, part of what Tiger Woods' contribution to golf has been is the borders have been extended phenomenally. And now with golf in the Olympics, that's just going to get more and more. It's more global than it's ever been.
I think the globalization of the game is awesome. I really do. It's time that golf was embraced the way football is embraced across the world. That's what I'd like to see when I go to other countries is golf on the big screen instead of, soccer or whatever.
In my opinion, America will still always have the advantage because of the history of the game, the tradition, the appreciation, and the knowledge of the game.
Sure.
There's always going to be the aberration in other countries, some young kid who comes up with the genius level. But as far as producing masses of good players, America's still going to stay ahead, in my opinion.
Just like, to take the soccer analogy, there are still countries.
Brazil is still.
Right. If the tradition is deep, you're going to turn out more players.
I think we're going to see more great players than ever in that regard.
I'm hitching my trailer to Rickie Fowler. He's got a great respect for the game, a global game. I think he's got great respect for the people that have gone out and paved the way for him.
Yeah, he gets
as
it.
Americans. He gets it. He's a take off the hat, shake your hand. He's also got the game to beat Phil in the match play, and not just beat him, but pound him.
I often try to take my cue from what the peers say privately, and they're really impressed with Rickie Fowler. Now, some of it's they like him. They sure like his moxie and his guts and the way that he conducts himself professionally.
You talk about how the other tour pros, the veterans talk about Rickie. Well, I've heard a lot of guys say that Dustin Johnson's doing things that no one else is doing right now.
I think Dustin has more of what Tiger had in '97 than any player.
Physical attributes.
And probably has more than Tiger had.
Golf used to get people who washed out in other sports, but now you got, Rickie Fowler was motocross, and Dustin Johnson played basketball. And these are people who could have played any sport, and they chose golf. Yeah, part of what Tiger did to really help grow the game of golf is, in my mind, he made it a cool sport to play, and he made it possible to get rich playing golf. Tiger's got a global presence like no one else who's ever played the game.
I can't help but think how many kids around the world probably have a poster of Tiger Woods in their bedroom right now.
That's why 2011 is going to be so intriguing for all of us who cover the game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's global golf, and it's better than it's ever been.
There is no question that 2011 should be an awfully exciting year, with all the questions about the young guns and the veterans, and Tiger Woods, who, by the way, may have gotten his first real jolt of confidence right here on the 18th green at the Navy Golf Course. It was back when he was 11 years old, and he first beat his father, Earl, who was a 1 handicap. And now, Tiger looks to capture his 15th major championship victory. And for all the players lucky enough to compete at Augusta National Golf Club, they can finally focus on the task at hand, that coveted green jacket. And with the release of Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12, The Masters, your moment has arrived as well. Thanks very much for joining us, everyone. I'm Terry Gannon. Remember, it's your tee time at Augusta National. See you in the game.